All right, guys, tough loss for the Utah Jazz, ending the win streak. I was hoping for 6 in a row, but Trae Young and the Hawks had something else planned for the Jazz tonight. This is the Utah Jazz postgame show on the Hoops Nerd channel. The Jazz played okay in this game. For most of the game, it kind of was one of those where it was obvious the Jazz were kind of going through the motions a little bit, and turned it on at times and really took it to the Hawks. I think if this isn't the back end of a back-to-back, flying from New York to Atlanta the night before, the Jazz do better in this game. For example, Jay Crowder shot 0 for 6. I saw some people saying some things online about Crowder. Honestly, if Crowder hits one of those threes, it's a different game. You got to give a lot of credit to Atlanta, though. Sometimes just the other team wins, just the other team made shots that you didn't. Trae Young played fantastic tonight. I would have switched Rubio off of him at some point, but Rubio had a nice night tonight. Defensively, he really couldn't guard Trae, and I really wish Quinn would have adjusted at some point, but that's okay. Maybe because of that, Donovan was able to hit more shots. But John Collins, Trae Young, Kevin Huerter, that's a nice core for them, and they're going to get someone else. 2 other pieces, really, the next 2 seasons with those picks they got from Dallas. Next year, they might be too good, though, to get really anything too big. This is the year, Hawks. If you roll those dice and you get a good guy, I mean, you're going to get, if you win, the lottery, you get that first pick, woof, and you get Zion Williamson with these guys, man, the Hawks become good fast. But there's other guys in the draft. You're going to come away with Morant or Reddish or Barrett, or there's other guys. I haven't delved into the draft yet. We'll do that at some point. But for Utah, honestly, there were just a lot of things that really just didn't bounce their way. Missed 3 at the end by Mitchell. Jay Crowder, who made some nice defensive plays, by the way, and some nice plays within the offense, went 0 for 6. He hits 1 3. It's a tie game. You have 2 calls go against you from the refs on review. You have Kyle Korver missing 2 free throws in a game. That's probably the weirdest of all of it. And just tired legs that make it difficult to play defense. And when you've got a player like Trae Young who's dishing it, 11 assists tonight, his shooting percentage wasn't great, which is surprising because it felt like he was just dominating that game. But, tired legs, back end of a back-to-back. The Jazz always seem to struggle in Atlanta for whatever reason. The last time they played Atlanta, and 2 times where the Jazz kind of play Atlanta in not the greatest circumstances. The last time they played Atlanta, it was after the Rudy thing with not making the All-Star game, and Rudy just looked a little dejected, but the Jazz pulled that one out at home. This one, back end of a back-to-back on a long flight from New York, just kind of weird to me that that's the way it was scheduled, but that is what it is, and this season has been like that. Not a lot else to say besides Donovan Mitchell is just incredible. He's getting better and better and better, and if he can just stay healthy, he becomes just an elite player. That floater was falling, and I think at the end of the game, he had that one free throw line jumper that he normally makes like a layup. It doesn't fall because you got tired legs from playing back end of back-to-back. And but tonight, Donovan Mitchell, 35 minutes, 34 points, 15 for 32, 2 for 6 from 3. 1 falls for him. Great. But, tough loss, but the Hawks played well, and the ball just didn't bounce the way for Utah this time. Just shots didn't fall when they should have, and things that they normally would be able to do. A lot of missed rebounds, just a lot of little things that you notice that, if they play this game again, Jazz probably win 8 times out of 10, probably. So, anyways, tough loss for the Jazz, guys, but they'll get back. They'll play better. They played pretty well tonight and just didn't have a lot of luck. Like and subscribe this video, guys. I'll talk to you later.